Hello everyone. So today we are going to continue with the UI for our cooking game. So here this is what we are going to work on. So you can see here when I open this menu, we can already see all items. This is the all items button. But if you select vegetables, you see vegetables. If you select fruit, you see fruits. So just like this, you can filter out and see all available items in our inventory available for cooking. So this is the part that we are going to work on today. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all of the thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access everything without any limits, so feel free to check it out. And here is the full playlist of the cooking game in Unreal Engine 5.6. I'll leave the link to the full playlist also in the description. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Right, now let's get back to today's episode. Right, this is what we have implemented up to now. Display, we have this menu button and all items, vegetables, fruits. So now we need a way to populate this list. So these things that I had opened before, so we can start from there. One thing I noticed right away is this should be all items category. Okay, now first thing is I'm gonna create a data table to put data about all the possible items that I can have in the game. Call it data, and we need a structure first to create a data table. Let's call this struct. Wait, let's create a new folder first. Structs, blueprint, structure, s item data. Okay, so here is the structure. We already have a default variable. Let's call it, what should we call? Item category. So this should be in this type item category. And the default value all items, that's fine. Display name. I don't think I need a description right now. Oh, let's add a description too. Why not? Display name, let's make it a string, or a text also would work. This is also a text, and also we need a icon. Should be in the type texture 2D. Maybe let's make this a soft object so that we don't load it up front. And as the default value, let's put this potato. Item display name. Item description. Okay. All right. Now using this data type, let's create a data table. Is item data tt or item data tt item data. So first thing, I'll call it potato. This have a e. So display name potato and the type should be vegetables. I am not planning to show description anywhere, so I'll just leave the default value here for now. Alright, and I have imported this apple and chicken icons as well, so let's put them too. The type is fruits. Type is meats. Alright, now next step is showing those items here. So for that, let's go to the event graph. Here I have this update item list function that I have created. Right now all I do is just changing the text of the title. Title means this part. So now let's create a variable item data, all item data. Type is data table. dt all item data, and let's assign the item data. Oh, it's demo. Okay, now we have that here. So now we need to filter out the category and then show all the items in that category here. That is found in this data table. So right now I'm going to assume that I'm going to show everything that I have in my item data table in the UI, but later on we might implement a way to define only a subset of things available at a time for the player. But right now I just need to implement the UI, so I'm going to make everything available for the player. Okay, so the first thing is we need some button here to show item. So if according to the design, first I need to have the icon and then the item. Okay, so for that, let's create a new widget. Print WBP every item. Now here, I'm going to use this same button style. So let me copy this. BTN vegetables and image. Oh, actually, just copying this should be enough. Okay. Let's wrap this image with a horizontal box , so that we have space for text as well. and I'll copy the same text. Yeah, so that we will have the same color and font. Okay, let's make it like this. And maybe we should make this a bit small. Item name. Right, now let's see how this appears when I add this into our UI. Inventory item, I should add it under this vertical box. Or do we need another vertical box for this? Maybe I should, because I need to keep this and other items separate. Or is it necessary? Maybe not. Let's just see how it looks for now. Okay, like this. So be here, bottom 20. Yeah. So it shouldn't be this large. Here, size. Let's make it 50 by 50. Compile. Yeah, now it looks like this. Vertical box. What if I, yeah, better. Maybe this should have some space. So, and also we don't need this thick border as well. Yeah, let's add min desired width. Okay, that's good. 150. Yeah, better. And the thickness of the border. Yeah, maybe one better. Okay, let's see how this looks in the game. Right. Oh, that's better. When I hover over it, it gets thickened so that it's clear that I can select it. And one more thing. I don't think we need to make this long. We should reduce the width of the main, this part. So, about, okay, should be good. Yeah. Alright, now instead of having this as item name, we should make it depending on what I have selected here. Okay, so for that, here, one, that is this, that thick. Okay, so here, image, I'll make a variable, and the text also a variable, not category, item name, text, item name. And I'll delete it from here. Let's create a new function. initialize, wait, initialize item. So as an input, I'll pass s item data. Let's call it item data. And we can break this. So text, let's set text with the display name and icon. We can get the image, the brush from soft texture. Okay, this should be enough. Let's see. Now let's go back again here. So I need to filter out the category and create buttons for this category, for the items in this categories and category, and add it to this vertical box. So let's make this a variable. Let's call it VB items. Right. DT all item data. So here we can get raw names, get data label raw names, right? And we can run a for each loop here. And then for using the name, again, get data label data, get raw, get data table raw, using the name. Okay, now break this as item data and the category. We can check if this category is equal to the category given here. Okay, and if yes, then that means we can create a button for the item, for this item represented by this row, and add it to our items vertical box. So create widget, type is inventory item, get Tony layer. Let's promote this to a local variable. Item button. Let's go initialize item. And we can pass it. So actually, let's promote this to another local variable. Data. In case we need break that here and pass certain data here. Okay. Now we can add this button to our vertical box. So get VB items, add vertical box, then is this item button. Now also let's have a variable in this scope in the type of this item button. Let's call it item buttons. The type is inventory reference, and let's make it an array. So the reason is when I switch the category that I need to show, I need to remove the existing set of buttons. So to do that, we need a reference to already added buttons. So add button here. Okay. And now that we have this, before we switch the category, we need to clean them all. Well, before that, let's see that in action. All items, it's not showing up. Vegetable, let's choose potato. Apple, okay. So now here's the thing. If the category is all items, then we shouldn't do this check. So here, if this O category equal all items. So if this is also true, then we don't need to consider the category at all. Okay, see, now we see everything, but also by default we should see them too. And now you see the list keep getting larger because we are not cleaning up. So to clean up, here, item buttons, let's convert this to a function. Clean inventory. Buttons. For each loop, we can remove from parent, and at the end we can call clear. Return. Okay. Return is optional. Alright. Now we see only the item from that category. Okay, so the next thing, only thing we need to fix is here. By default, we should see all items. So how do we fix that? Maybe here on initialized, we could call this update item list with all items. Yeah, and we can click on these buttons, but still we can't drag and drop them. So we should look into that maybe in the next episode. And also I noticed this is we should have a scrollable panel here, so that if the list got larger, we can still put any number of items. But as of now, since we don't have much items, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, maybe let's this one. How about making it size to content? Yeah, yeah, that's better. Okay, so thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. A link would be in the description below. And do let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.